Listen, you ain't riding in my car talking like that the whole way there. I promise you, listen to me. I have no problem with leaving you here.
Yeah, I understand.
Stop teaching your kids that kind of crap. You're supposed to be the role model.
I'm not teaching them nothing.
You are doing this. This is you. It's not me. I ain't gonna sit here and listen to you say that crap all the way there.
Welcome back to the Van Ballion channel, guys. Today we head to Arkansas for a traffic stop where a Southern citizen family, complete with kids in the car, play F around and find out when police catch him driving a vehicle with "pull me over" written all over it, which leads to his truck getting impounded, the dad getting a nearful from one of the cops for indoctrinating his kids, and 9 days in jail because he was late for court. Right, let's get into the video.
I'm not driving.
Yes, you are driving.
Just tell him.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling to the courthouse. I'm not like state law. I'm released freely by the Constitution.
Okay, and I 100%. Okay, I'm cool with whatever you believe in. Okay.
My belief, it's actual law.
And it's my job to uphold the law. I agree with it or not, okay? See your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
Is that an order?
I'm asking.
I'd like to decline that. I do have a driver's license to drive, but I don't do that. Evidence, Rod? This is the court. I told him that I was going to court.
He didn't want to hear it.
No, he doesn't want to hear it.
He doesn't care.
I'm so sick of this.
Yeah, and we're sick of people who try to blame other people for their own poor life choices instead of taking responsibility like an adult. I mean, what did you expect driving a vehicle with "pull me over, I'm an idiot" written all over it? I mean, you can't even spell a simple word like "upon" correctly.
Yeah, just sit back. Don't worry about it. Mom and Daddy take care of it.
Always videotape the maritime officers of the court. And you'll know if they're maritime officers of the court because in their vessel, in their courtroom, there will be an Admiralty flag, a United States military naval flag, which is maritime.
Yeah, good luck with using an argument that courts around the country have not only labelled frivolous, but totally frivolous, preposterous, and a really unintelligible assertion. This analysis, by the way, if you would like to read it in full, is from McCann versus Greenway, a child custody case. What a surprise. I'll drop a link in the description.
I mean, wow, you know?
Once a week.
It just,
it's ridiculous.
Sometimes 2 or 3 times a week.
Just because we're different, just because we don't.
Yeah,
we
just
don't
because I'm different and I do stuff by actual law and not fake state statutes.
We don't do stuff like everybody else does.
Yeah, I'm not going to register this as a vehicle because I don't use it as a vehicle. I have the right to travel freely.
You're literally driving what the state define as and what's left of a motor vehicle on a public road. And the fact that you call laws derived from the 10th Amendment fake state statutes tells me how easily led you are by online propaganda, because it literally took me just 2 seconds to look up the legal definition of the word statute.
That's funny how he knew the commercial entity name that I'm authorized to use. So it's not harassment, but you know who I am, and everybody else on your team has already pulled me over before.
When you've been pulled over by every police officer on the team, it might be a you problem.
But I go to the prosecuting attorney office.
Lane County Sheriff, just stop, just drive right past.
Yeah. Yeah, this is disgusting.
Well, here it is, 129. Marshall, not even close to it.
The
Well, I've got the camera.
this
pointed
camera right
at
in front of me, so
okay, I've got my
you know,
camera
look,
pointed
guys,
right at it.
y'all don't give in to this, man. They can't do this legally. They're illegally operating this way, and it's not right. You know, I guarantee you, if we'd have went the other way, we'd have found another officer down there for us to pass by, so they can illegally detain us.
Yeah, because he was sitting over there at Imageries.
Yeah. On the back of my private transportation, not for hire. Why are you miss blue lights to pull you contract? Well, that's because they think they can do whatever they want and get away with it.
Says the guy driving around without plates, claiming laws don't apply to him.
And the evidence just adds up and adds up and adds up. So, it's, like I said, it's pretty sick.
I don't think you're in a position to call anyone or anything sick when you're the one indoctrinating your kids into believing laws don't apply to them. You're setting them up for failure before they even get a start in life.
Is that an order or is that a wish? You place an order and I fulfill it, I'll send you a bill for $10,000. Because that's what the notice was, $10,000.
So fulfill what you call the order by giving him your license and send a bill to the police department then. What's the problem? According to you, it's free money. It's a no-brainer. Unless, of course, you know you're talking bullshit.
So anybody out there who's tired of the oppression, tired of the tyranny, the monopoly that they have going on, give me a like on this video, because I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm not going to stand for it. Pulling someone over, misuse of emergency blue lights. I mean, the only thing he didn't say is, oh, I'm doing it for official business. You know, what law gives you the right to legally detain people? Buddy, if you don't hurry up, I'm going to leave you.
No.
Fleeing from the police now. Are you really sure that's the road you want to go down, especially in Arkansas? On second thoughts, watching this old Ford get pitted by the police would be quite the treat. By the way, this is what happened the last time a sovereign citizen tried to flee from the police in that state.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car with your hands up!
Okay, no, that's the gun on it.
Get out of the car with your hands up!
I got that, okay.
Driver, step out of the car with your hands up!
Okay, look.
Face away from me with your hands up!
Sure.
Yeah, that idiot was stupid enough to flee with his family in the vehicle as well.
It's called oppression. It's called let's hold him up because we know he has to go to court. He knew what my name was. Yeah, I'm the only authorized representative authorized to use that fake name, but he knew what that name was. Yeah. Yep, just sitting there waiting for me to pass by because they know where I live. Yep.
What you've just described is good old-fashioned police work. If I was a cop and I knew you were foolish enough to continue committing the same offences over and over after numerous stops, citations, arrests and warnings to stop driving, you could almost guarantee that I would be in that spot every day until you got the message. It's not harassment, it's common sense and honouring the oath they took.
Hopefully I get that video uploaded today. Oh, now there's another officer back there. They just pulled up. There we go.
Yeah, if you're
This is not a vehicle.
Okay. So you
I don't have to have insurance, registration, driver's license, or anything like that to
Is
travel
that your
freely.
sergeant?
That's the ship supervisor. Right?
Okay, can I speak to him for a second? Because if you guys are going to write me some tickets, I would like to just go ahead and get the tickets over with so I can return them for recourse and go ahead and go to court like I told this officer.
I'm trying to get to right now.
Well,
I have an appointment at the courthouse.
you also have a duty bound to authorize for your license to give it to them.
I have a duty bound to show identification, not to show a driver's license. I'm not driving. I'm traveling freely in my private transportation.
That's not what the law that you claim to be above for some narcissistic reason says, and no amount of magic words and incantations will change that.
That's not recognized by the state ordinance.
It is recognized by Uniform Commercial Code and common law and the law of the land.
That's not recognized.
Prima fictitious state statutes or primo fake state laws are not real laws. So I can return them for recourse. Yeah, you can arrest me, I can arrest you for any reason. And then later you can file an injunction.
You can arrest
I can arrest anybody.
I would love to see him, or any soft-sit for that matter, try to arrest a cop, especially because they have Mr. Sparky on standby.
My natural rights were violated as a living, breathing, blinking, sentient being.
Show them your name.
Would you like to see my identification?
driver's license
I'm not driving.
and insurance.
I'm an identification officer. I'm not trying to keep you guys on my job or anything. I just know my rights and I know the law.
You need to study your rights just a little bit more.
I'm fully aware of my rights, which is why I'm on the back of my private transportation that I'm not for hire.
I need a driver's license for insurance.
Is that an order?
That's an order.
All right. Well, as I've already instructed the other officer,
Stop doing that.
any orders given to me by law to give you a notice that orders given to me and fulfilled are a minimum of $10,000. Would you like to place that order?
It's not Pizza Hut.
If you order something, don't you have to pay for it?
Not in this case.
I'm not freely giving this, but I will give it.
It is an order for you to give me your driver's license.
All right.
And your proof of insurance.
That is an order fulfilled.
Bro literally thinks handing over his driver's license is the equivalent of placing an order with Amazon. How strange. This is nearly but not quite as embarrassing as the time this sovereign citizen offered to spread his feet for $100 while he was being patted down.
I'll spread my feet for $100. Spread your feet.
Wait, can I see that for just a second? Can you give it back to me, please? I need my property back, please.
That's not your property. That's actually the property of the state of Arkansas.
Then I will turn that in as soon as I get to the where's that?
Finance and administration.
Insurance.
Do they not understand that we
No,
have...
they don't understand that we're on our way to court right now, and we're going to be late because of that.
Oh, drop the victim complex. And again, stop blaming other people for your own poor life choices. Take responsibility for your own actions. Your stupidity and persecution complex is not their problem.
Here you go. You said show this to you?
Proof of insurance, registration.
Here we go, right here. Insurance. There you go. Oh, please don't take my stuff. I'm showing it to you. Oh, can you write to... Oh wait, this is the wrong one, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is the wrong one.
See? See it?
Yeah. We got new insurance papers.
I'm gonna have to rub the damn thing. I'm gonna take hell.
We've already ran the vehicle. The vehicle comes back with no insurance on file.
Oh, okay. Because I haven't taken it to the DMV because it's not
The vehicle.
registered. It's not on file. because our insurance has not been processed at the DMV. Therefore, it has not been registered. Therefore, we have no insurance or no tax.
Let me speak with him, please.
That's why it's not on file.
It's not on file because our insurance has not been processed at the DMV, therefore it has not been registered. That's a lot of words just to say the vehicle is not insured or registered.
Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
Are there blue lights on?
Misuse of emergency blue lights is a Class C felony as far as prima fictitious state statutes go.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I must have missed that.
It's actually not a Class C felony, it's a Class A misdemeanour, and it doesn't apply to police use. But more importantly, what are you doing citing statutes when you claim they're not even real law?
Well, studying is a learning.
I've been in a half year. That's the law of the state.
State statutes are not the law of the land. State statutes are the law of the imaginary boundary of the state of Arkansas.
Just tell them
Could you just write me some tickets and
let us go.
gladly be on my way? Okay, can I have that back then?
As soon as he gets over it.
All right.
Why do y'all need it? It's gonna be no more than
Just please stop. Well, this is how they make you late for.
And then they're not gonna try. They're gonna try not to give it back to you. Watch.
That's all right.
That way they can pull us over here in a little while and write us another ticket.
I tried to show him identification. And I'm not making it hard. Tom, I'm not making it hard, brother. That's not it.
Shout out to Tom, whoever he is, for rightly calling him out on his nonsense in the live chat.
Uniform Commercial Code is the law. And he is not abiding by the law.
What are you smoking with state troopers?
And he just placed an order, a $10,000 order.
Yeah, good luck with getting a judge who you claim doesn't have jurisdiction when it suits to enforce the law that you claim doesn't apply to you to rubber stamp your absurd $10,000 bill.
License. I'm not traveling freely in my. That's right. I am my private transportation. There's no license plate on here. And
You hungry?
show him identification. Look at papers.
No, you.
No, put me a driver's license.
Do you have it?
Yep.
Okay, well, if you can't show it to me, then I'm going to have to tell you.
Give me my driver's license back, please.
I understand that, yeah.
Cannot.
Not a vehicle.
Huh?
This is not a vehicle. This is my private transportation.
You cannot take this.
No, that's not true. This is a private transportation.
Okay, like I said,
I mean, I can call and get it right now.
show me your registration, your proof of insurance. The vehicle has to be towed. That's all there is to it.
That is not
It's not going to be
correct.
towed. It will be sitting here, and I have a friend down the road that has a trailer, and he'll be coming and getting it, along with us. And
Unfortunately, that's not until us how to do our jobs, all right?
all right,
That's the way it goes.
well then we'll just all sit here until the tow truck.
Information with you.
The tow truck will be here in just a few minutes, and it'll tow it. My private transportation that I'm allowed to travel freely in.
Okay, well, that's not a recognized tow company.
Do y'all understand that we have children in our vehicle?
Stop
Okay,
talking, please.
We have children in here.
I understand that.
Private transportation.
Typical soft shit. Scolds his wife for what he considers the incorrect verbiage for his truck, but completely ignores the blatant use of their kids as a shield against the police.
Why are
Do
you
you
talking?
understand that
Please
I
stop.
have medical
So,
conditions?
are you guys really going children?
I deal with this. I'm
That's going to endanger my children?
Drive a vehicle on the roadway.
This is not a vehicle.
not.
Stop! I'm not driving. Not a vehicle.
Okay.
Is it registered as a vehicle?
Arguing.
Argue.
The sheriff is an elected official, correct? to a sovereign citizen, the sheriff
Who
and
said-
his deputies.
Who said I'm a sovereign citizen? No, I did
he
not.
didn't. Who said that?
That is a contradictory two words. You cannot be a citizen. That is contradicting both words.
Okay.
Contradictory or not, you're spouting the same ideology as the people or group that invented the term. So crying to the cops for rightly calling you a sovereign citizen is disingenuous and serves only as a poor distraction technique.
Anyway, you have two options.
To travel freely in my private transportation.
That's not an option.
That is absolutely an option.
You can give us proof of insurance showing that it is valid on today's date.
And I can do that.
If you
All I gotta do is call them.
we can't take it over the phone. You have to have proof.
Okay, I can get an email to me. I can go and get it. But y'all do not understand.
I'm not allowed to travel freely,
I cannot
and I'm
do it.
illegally being. If you don't stop, you're just making everything worse. Please stop.
I actually started to feel a bit of sympathy for this guy when I checked his most recent videos, to find him living in a trailer and receiving comments under them that mention a separation with his family. But then I watch how quickly and easily he can snap at his wife, and any sympathy I may have had for him suddenly disappears.
So I have to have what now to travel freely?
You have to travel freely in the state of Arkansas on a state-maintained highway. You have to have proof of insurance and registration.
So that's not factual. Those are prima fictitious state statutes. Those are not real laws.
They're real.
Well,
We're the ones that enforce them. And we will enforce them.
all right. Well, you're not going to catch me traveling on your road. That's not a public road. That's your road.
I didn't say that. I said a state-maintained road.
So it's property of the state,
Yes, it is.
and you're a maritime officer of the court.
I'm not a married Tom anything.
Maritime. You operate under admiralty law.
I operate under Arkansas statute. Step out of the vehicle.
That's all the reason, and I will step out. Just let me know why, and I will get out. That's an order. That is a fulfilled order, and that will be $10,000. So don't give them the keys.
Refusing to hand over your keys will not prevent the truck from being impounded. In the same way, the dumb excuses you're about to make during this call to the court for why you didn't make it there on time will not stop the judge from putting a bench warrant out for your arrest.
Me with a deadly weapon.
Sir, I'm here at the Judgeville court. Okay.
Yes, I'm being illegally detained.
You will be held since November with a
Detained to travel freely and get to the courthouse.
You're doing what now?
I am being illegally detained by Officer Creech. I am trying to make it to the courthouse. I'm trying to travel freely, protection, but I've already been assaulted with a deadly weapon by this officer of the court.
Okay. Well, like I said, Judge Phillips told me to pass that along to you, okay? That if you're not here within 30 minutes, that he's going to issue a warrant for your arrest, and you'll be held in court until November for your next trial date.
Well, I'm trying to get there. Your officers won't let me travel freely.
Okay. I was going to pass that along to you.
Okay, well, I'm not going to...
Again, it's always someone else's fault with these guys. They never ever take responsibility for their actions.
They're stealing our car. And they tried to steal your driver's license.
No, they did steal my driver's license.
Yeah, they did.
Yep. All right, come on, son.
I don't like Cochrane.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's nice.
They're supposed to a little bit, they don't.
There's nice. That's nice.
I have met a few nice police officers, you know, but, I mean,
Wow. That's also not different.
all the times that you've seen them, I mean, they're so,
Computer.
it's not me that's teaching you that the police are bad, it's the police.
Hey,
Listen, you ain't riding in my car talking like that the whole way there. I promise you, listen to me. I have no problem with leaving you here and you get a ferry to up here. You understand me?
Yeah, I understand.
Stop teaching your kids that kind of crap. You're supposed to be the role model.
I'm not teaching
them
them
nothing. You are
nothing.
doing this. This is you. It's not me. I ain't gonna sit here and listen to you say that crap all the way there.
Okay.
My seatbelt. What? That was loud.
And with that lecture still ringing in his ears, he remained completely silent all the way to the courthouse, where the sheriff was waiting for him with a signed warrant from the judge. He remained in jail for 9 days before getting bailed out with money raised through donations, which also paid for the release of his truck apparently. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.